Welcome back. We're here at the Library Arts Center in Newport amidst their beautiful gallery of gifts. Joining us now is Nancy Graham. She is one of the artists here and also one of the teachers here at the center. Welcome.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us. I knew it was you when you came in because of all this lovely fabric you have on. That's really your specialty, isn't it?
It is.
Talk a little bit about what you do.
Well, I had anything to do with fabric. I'm actually a machine quilter. I have a long arm quilting machine, so I will quilt other people's quilts for them. I'm in several quilt guilds. In fact, my guild is meeting right now over at the,
thank you for coming.
at the community center, so I just ran over here to do the interview. But I love anything with textiles. I like to dye things, do batiking, stamping, printing, just about anything.
And it's not just apparel, because you're actually holding something that you have done there. Talk about the process with that book.
This has several techniques on it. The feather is actually a stamp that I made out of just the fun foam, craft foam that you can get anywhere, Joann's, Walmart, anything like that. And you can make your own stamps with that. I make my own stamps with all kinds of found objects. Stuff from the kitchen is great, potato mashers, and I use the foam meat trays that you get from the grocery store to make my own stamps.
How easy.
Bottle caps, corks, just about anything. Stuff that I just find in hardware stores, grocery stores. I do leaf printing, and you just basically use leaves that, you know, especially those nice leaves in the fall that are, and just put paint on them and use that as the stamp.
Neat.
So anything, I'm always looking for textures and shapes and things like that when I go in the store.
Tell me what the medium is. This ink?
It's fabric paint.
Fabric paint,
yeah.
It's so flat. I mean, it's really, it looks like it's just part of the fabric. It's just so ingrained in there.
Well, that's the nice thing about fabric paint. It has a soft hand. You can use just regular acrylic paint, it's fine, but it's a little stiffer.
Yes.
And for clothing, like if you're stamping on t-shirts or something, you really want something with a soft hand to it.
Right, otherwise it tends to crack and peel a little bit. Well, this is a lovely gift because as we were talking off camera, it's all sewn too. It's sewn on a machine, so it's nice and sturdy. Really a wonderful keepsake.
And the books are just composition books in here, so when you fill this one, you can just, you know, put a new book in here, so you can use this for, you know, forever.
That's a great gift for anybody. Let's talk about your scarf a little bit, because that is done by you too, and that's silk, isn't it?
Yes, and it's just, I just use fabric paint. Very simple technique. I just scrunch up my scarf, throw some fabric paint on it, and that's pretty much it.
I can't believe it. It looks so intricate.
No, that's so fast.
Well, this sounds like a fun class. You happen to teach some of these classes here. Talk about that a little bit.
I really love teaching the classes because all the techniques I use and all the supplies I use are just easily found things. The techniques are so easy. People are sometimes intimidated by this stuff, and once they take my class, they're like, oh wow, that was fun. I mean, you do not have to have, you know, a huge amount of talent or any, you know, it just is so much fun, and kids especially love the class because you know, they don't have the inhibitions that adults have. They're not afraid to make mistakes, and so usually the mistakes are the things that turn out even better than when you're trying too hard.
Right. I call that a happy mistake.
I mean, because you really can't wreck stuff, and if you do, you stamp over it, or you print over it, or you just, you know, just keep going.
That's great.
And I always tell people, if you think your fabric came out a little ugly, just cut it smaller, and then it looks really kind of artsy and cute. And, you know, especially if you're a quilter, I make a lot of art quilts, wall hangings and things, and all these techniques just sort of feed into that, and it's so much fun.
Absolutely. Well, that's great. So you're both an artist and a teacher here, and we know you're a patron too. So if any of our audience members wanted to get in touch with you to get some of your items, of course they're here at the Gallery of Gifts. The best way is to stop by the Art Center and get some information from the directors here. Well, best wishes, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Take care.